What is going on, everyone? Parsnip here, and today I wanted to talk about the recent news we got from Terraria Otherworld. So before we begin, I would just like to point out that this is all my opinion on the matter and it will be different from most. So treat this pretty much as my own personal rant and don't take anything personal. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Now, it's been a while since we were left with any news on Terraria Otherworld, but recently we got a ton of new information. The main one being that the current game is still really far away from what they had visioned, and as a result, they removed engine software from having development on the game. Instead, we will now have Pipework Studios who, with Relogic, will be working on Terraria Otherworld. And in case you don't know Pipework Studios, they are the team that currently works on the console version, mobile version, and the Switch version of Terraria. And as a result of the switch in teams, they do plan on a couple of different teams. So they will now be re-looking at the game in all of its entirety, meaning they will be looking at everything that they have on the game so far from top to bottom and decide whether or not that they like this or if they will change it. Now, this pretty much is to see if it fits their core vision and high expectations that they have for the game. Now, there will also be another period. For quite a long time, they will not be giving us any information on Terraria Otherworld. This could be a couple of months, even years for all we know, and that is until Pipework Studios get started and that they're able to show us new things. So, in case you also didn't know, the game has an initial budget of 4.8 million. Now this is just an estimate, however 4.8 million for a 2D side-scrolling game that is nowhere near the end right now is a pretty good amount, so we could pretty much expect good things. So with the main information out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about everything. And again guys, this is just my opinion on the matter, so again, don't take anything personally. So it's been 2 years since they released the Terraria Otherworld's GDC trailer. Now this was a pretty short trailer of about 1 minute and 30 seconds. However, the video itself actually showed gameplay on Terraria Otherworld. Now I'm telling you guys this so you all have an idea that the game was in development for much longer than just 2 years, since when they released the game it was already gameplay and whatnot. So the development has been going on for quite some time. So with all of that time, they had to create the game, and the big amount of budget that they did have on the game, why is it taking so long and why are we left in the dark for months after just getting a couple of few small updates about the game? Well, those are just a couple of things that I worry about. Now, the reason that I am talking about this is because as of now, we will again be left in the dark for quite some time, and most likely this will be just months without a single bit of information on Terraria Otherworld, meaning you shouldn't expect the game to be coming out anytime soon, or at least not this year for certain. So I would like to talk about expectations, because recently something pretty similar happened with another game that Relogic was working on, and that is Pixel Privateers, which after a long period of quiet for the game, it was suddenly announced, and all of a sudden we were just filled with information that like in a week the game would come out, as to the fact that most players pretty much forgot about the game. In fact, looking at the game now, it's honestly a bit sad. According to Steam charts, the all-time peak that Pixel Privateers had was of 1,854 players, which is a tiny amount. And you guys will be even more shocked to know that currently it has an average of 46 players an hour, and it peaks at about 90 players in 24 hours. So at peak time, it merely has 90 players, which is tiny, really tiny guys, and it's only going downhill from here. And honestly, the way Terraria Otherworld is going, with everybody forgetting about it and it just going black again with dark, with no information, radio silence like they like to call it, you can pretty much expect that when we do get the release, most people would have pretty much forgotten about it and whatnot. So this pretty much well, yeah, it pretty much makes me a tad bit sad to know that the game has a big chance of flopping with such a high budget. Now you're probably thinking, hey Parsnip, you're getting a little bit ahead of yourself. You know, not that the game is gonna just completely restart and be completely new. We never know, the game might be better than ever. It might surpass Terraria and whatnot. And I really do hope so, guys, that that's the case. But as of right now, from what we can tell, most people have forgot about it. And I know this for a fact because every time I do release updates about the game on my channel, which is indeed a small channel, I always get comments like, oh wow, I completely forgot about the game, and so on. And that's to be expected, again, considering how long ago the game was announced. It's been 2 years for a 2D side-scrolling game, probably gonna be over 3 years as of now. But my main concern is that after losing the initial hope, not many players will be looking forward to it, let alone pay money. Again, I would like to point out a game that recently this happened to, which was Pixel Privateers. Now, I do get super excited when they used to release screenshots, give us updates, all of this in hopes that we were getting one step closer to the release of the initial game. So it does make me a little bit sad to know that they pretty much will be restarting the game, and all information that we got till now, we could just throw it out because it might be completely different. Now with that out of the way, I do hope the best for Relogic, for Pipework Studios. I do hope that the game will come out exactly like how they vision it, perfect, and that all of us will love it. So guys, that's pretty much my small rant on the game. Again, don't take anything I said personally, that's just my opinion. To recap, I am a bit sad that the game is pretty much going to restart from scratch. All that we have up till now might be wrong, might not be what it actually is. For all we know, the tower defense aspects might not stay, the art might be different. For all I know, it could be better. But yeah, guys, what do you all think? Do you guys have high expectations for the game still? Are you guys a bit sad like me that the game is going to be restarted, will take again a long period of time to be released? Or do you just not care about Terraria Otherworld and really are just watching this for no reason at all? So guys, thank you all for watching. As always, make sure to leave any comments or suggestions for me to improve my videos in the comment section below. Your opinion is always appreciated. And as always, guys, I'll catch you all next time.